So apparently I am live on Facebook on my own channel. Who knew? Right. So I don't know whether anybody's watching this. I can't tell. This is really just me testing something out because I have got a bit of a new gadget. So I have got something that will change the position of the camera. So you should now be able to see me. It's a slight delay on what I can see on the screen, so like I catch myself looking at myself. So I just kind of wanted to have a bit of play, so I can see whether this would work for my crafting stuff. So what I thought I would do is make something and use the forward-facing camera to be able to show things like close-ups. So, you know, I could do thing for a card, any card, doesn't matter what card. 6 of spades in this case. But I just wanted to see if I could use this in any way. Not the card, obviously I'm using the card anyway. But I wanted to see if I could, you know, craft and create. So I just thought I would make one of my altered playing cards, like I do, like is my thing, like is my thing, like in it, like. So, and you know what I'm like, once somebody puts a camera in front of me, I'm like kind of play up to it, and I've got 2 in front of me, even worse. So I'm actually using my old iPhone and my current iPhone in harmony. They're working in harmony. They are. I'm not. Don't know where the hell I've put my sticky tape. Must be sticky tape. It's there. There. Panic over. Stop searching. It's here. Look. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. So I have to be my own editor. That's the thing as well. So. Okay. Enough of that. I don't even know whether I'm talking to myself. But the other good thing is I can actually then just save this video and I can then review it, because the thing is it's live. I don't have an option to record, I don't think. So I'm doing this live. It's alive, I tell you, it's alive. So I was thinking I might do a bit of I quite liked these 2 colours together. This, I'm going to use this, which shall I give you a close-up? As I can do close-ups now. I'm going to use this, okay, which is an old border paper from Laura Ashley that was sent to me by Christina Hall from I don't know where in Australia, but somewhere in Australia. I can't remember. She did say, but I've been to bed since then, sorry. So this is what I was going to do. So anyway, so you know what I'm like. I like to start off with a bit of has to be a bit aged first. So here's me dauber. Okay, gonna go for a bit of. Gonna use vintage photo. Can you see that? Yep. So vintage photo distress ink and my dirty dauber. It's a dirty dauber. So I just want to kind of just age it off a little bit, because I always think it looks better if it's been aged first, and then any layers I put on it, then kind of pick up that colour as well. So and this is just obviously faux aging. This is not real aging. I could wait for 70 years for this to age naturally, but you know, nobody wants to watch me for 70 years. So so I've got my mic on as well, so like hopefully the sound is better than you would normally get, which I think I've tried to opt for it to be heard through my older iPhone, which is the one that's above me, and the reason that's above me is because that was charged and my current iPhone isn't charged, so it's plugged in and it's the close-up camera. I mean, I might get a holder for it if this actually works out. So I think I'm going to put some of this on first. So and those those people that know me, and some of you feel like you do, probably know that I like to rip my instead of fussy cutting, I like to kind of fussy rip, not walnut whip, or instant whip, but fussy rip. I couldn't even remember what the word was then. So, oh dear, it's life with me, you know. Well, you don't, but you're lucky you don't. I have to live with me. It's terrible. It's terribly painful. So, just kind of ripping it down. Okay, and obviously this is going to look a bit new to put on at the start, but I'm thinking I kind of want it about there-ish. There-ish, or do I still want the 6 to show slightly? Oh, I might have the 6 showing a bit. Yeah, I'm going to have it there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to age down the edge. So, just going to go through this bit and this bit up to here and along here, and a bit of singing for you. I've already been singing today. Worcester's a critic because he doesn't like me singing and he keeps pouring me until stop. So, he's not here, so I'm singing while he's not here. It's terrible when you have to sing when your dog's not around, isn't it? So hopefully you can see that. What I might do is I might just flip to this camera and I will just show you. I have aged it, so I've taken this back. So let me just get it to focus. Yeah, so I've taken this back from this as it was. This is the before. This is the after. So it's just taken the whiteness out of it to make it look like it's been around a bit. Now, some people think, oh, why would you want to do that? Why do you want to make something look really, like, manky? Manky, that's a technical term, by the way. Well, why not? You know, people pay for aged things. You know, people have been aging stuff for centuries. Sorry, I'm having one of those are the problems where, oh, I've just realised you're still looking at me. Nobody wants to look at me. People have been aging things for centuries, haven't they? You know, faux aging. They've been, like, you know, creating that look like it's been around for a while. And oh, excuse me, while I just like bend that over on the floor. The sound that you can hear is my lungs being squeezed. There you go. Why are my lungs being squeezed? Well, it's my fat that's displacing the air. So, trials and tribulations, we all have them. So, must be terrible to be thin. I don't know, it's so long ago, I can't remember. So, stick this bit down. Oh, except for I've got extra bits stuck to me. A few extra bits, that's like bonus bits. Bonus bits. Oh, and I wanted to see the 6, didn't I? So just pop that down there. Okay, and just kind of line it up with the edge and give it a press down. You know, I'm a big fan of my loyalty cards for pushing things down, obviously, not for loyalty. So sorry, Starbucks, I'm not terribly loyal to you. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this off, and the reason I want to trim it off now is because it's a bit gluey and it'll just be in the way and everything will get stuck to it and I'll get stuck to it and it'll all go horribly wrong. And it all crashes and burns and I have to do it without a safety net. Okay, stop elaborating. Okay, so I've got that on there. Okay, and I think I'm probably going to have a bit of a stampy thing, stampness going on. Just for some kind of background interest. I'm not worried about what the stamp actually is, but what I am going to use is I'm going to use an archival. I'm actually using a stamp that's, let me show you. So this is one, it's I think it's upside down, it is. It's a London one, an oldie worldy London one, and it was sent to me by Becka B, and great store, Becka B. Go there. Okay. So it's not actually a go there place, it's a go there online go there. So really, honestly, I know that Becka B sent them to me, and like, you know, she's a good friend, and you know, and I hope she doesn't mind me saying that. I think she's a good friend. She might not think I'm a good friend, but she said, but I genuinely think that these distress ink things, they are some of the best prices on her shop site, and there's also a whole range of a plethora of other things that I know you're gonna like. I know you're gonna like it. Now you might not. You might say, when I've finished doing this, you might say, oh, "What was the point of you doing that? You can't really see it." It doesn't matter. You might be able to see it. You might not be able to see it. But it's better to put it on than think, "Oh, we should put that on." So, just move that out of the way. I'm kind of accumulating the things in front of the camera. So, if you can't see, that's the reason you can't see when I do the. Sorry, I'm just doing the looking out of shot thing. Trying to find my water brush. Got it now. It's all right. Panic over. Stop looking. So water brush. Let me just kind of bring you in and see if we can get you to see without the whole thing falling over. Oh, that's an interesting angle. Breathe in, Dave. Breathe in. Everybody can see you're fat now. Breathe in. So I can do this without having any breath whatsoever. Let's move that out of the way. Oh, sorry. Sorry, people. Let's move that out of the way. The thing that was holding the camera up. Let's move that out of the way. That's a good idea, Dave. Let's do that, shall we? Okay. Let's try this. If I put that. Strategically placed. It's all balanced precariously. And now for my next trick, I'm going to balance an elephant on my nose. No, I'm not. Just saying. So this is my water brush. This is a pen style one. So it pumps like a jam. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Anyway, no, it pumps like a one of those markers. So it's just to get the water flowing. Okay, and the reason why I do this is, for those of you that are new to craft, is what I'm doing now is where I've edged around the napkin that I'm using, where I've softened it with the water, it means that it just tears nicely, and it also leaves me like a softer edge, a feathered edge. That's the word, Dave. Word of the day, feathered edge. And what that will do is, when I put it onto the card, it will blend in better. You won't have such a defined edge which draws the eye, and then you kind of know that it's there. Whereas this technique just bleeds it slightly. I don't know the technical terms for it, blimey. You're lucky I'm here. You're lucky I know who I am. Oh, look at the dust on there. No, don't look at the dust on there is what I mean. Now, anybody spot where I put the card? Oh, it's there. It's all right. So I'm thinking this is going to go over here. So I might just flip you back so you can see. Oh, yeah, that's good. Good opportunity to flip me back because the camera just went meh and fell forward. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that on there. Now you will see some of that stamp. So I'm going to put that on there, and what I'm going to use is, as people know, I like to use that's not my watered down Mod Podge, Dave. That could have gone horribly wrong. I'm going to use my watered down Mod Podge. So this is Mod Podge not watered down. This one hasn't been opened for centuries, so I don't know what it's like. So that's what it looks like inside. So it's quite thick and glutinous. Whereas watered down Mod Podge is, the reason why I'm telling you this is because I know that some people are watching Crafty Moose that don't normally watch me doing demos normally. So this is very much more milky. It's the thickness of single cream. Except for being lactose intolerant, it's better for me. Although I'm not going to drink it because it's glue at the end of the day. Oh, and by the way, if I'm making absolutely no sense, that's absolutely normal. Please do not adjust your television set. That's normal. I don't make much sense normally. So you see that ink that I've put on, it's kind of moving now. Now this one won't move. The reason it won't move is because it's like a what's it called? A waterproof ink, a permanent ink. So if it moved, and it being waterproof, I'd be taking it back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay that on there. Okay, let's flip over to here. So I want you to be able to see, if you can, see it a bit more close up. Let's go over to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm now just going to go over with my watered down Mod Podge, and I'm just going to like drawing out, going outwards, so you're not ripping anything. And where you don't let you drop your bush, don't let your bush dry. Don't let your brush dry. If you want to let your bush dry, that's entirely up to you. I'm not going to make any comment regarding that. But yeah, if you want to let your if you let your brush dry, it's going to cause problems. I guess if you let your bush dry naturally, it's going to cause problems too. So anyway, back to standards. I can always lower the tone of a conversation. I don't know what it is that I do. Oh, hang on, you've moved. Let's put you over to the overhead. Okay. So this is all it's all a bit of an experiment, only really so that I can play with the camera. So, and let's hope it's going out, because if it isn't going out, talking to yourself. So there we go. So what we've done there is, if you can see, so where I've gone over it with the brush, it's starting to bleed into the background. So it's almost like it's not there. So that napkin that we've just put on has gone. So these edges, like when you do pastry, they just peel off at the top. Although I was always taught when you did pastry, you did it with a knife. Don't do it with a knife, though. I was tempted, but no, I'm not going to. So they just come off. And if you're not happy with the way that they kind of bleed off the edge, then tough. No, I wasn't going to say tough. I just thought it sounded good. So when it's dried, you can file it off. Okay, so I'm just going to dry this because it's better if you leave it to dry naturally, but I'm going to speed it up with a heat gun. This is not a hairdryer, this is a heat gun, and this is not the kind of stuff that you would use to peel paint off, okay, because that would basically set light to the card, and then that's not much point. I've just spent hours making this only to set light to it. So this is just kind of go over. I must do more things on my crafty moves. Well, I guess if this works, I'll do it. So there you go. See that great hand action. Say nothing. Say nothing, Dave. Say nothing. I can only do it with my right hand. So it's after the watershed. We're all right. Not that just talking about drying stuff is going to require, being after the watershed. Let's see if it's dry. Oh, it's there or thereabouts. Okay, so now I can get it off the edge of my finger first. So now I can get my emery board. Okay, do me that now. I'm not going to do me nails. I'm going to just do the edge of this card. And there you go. What that does is it just gets rid of that edge, so you don't get that fluffy edge. I mean, if you like it, keep it. It's yours. Yours. It's yours. It's yours. I'm not your papa. I'm not telling you what to do. Get out that tree! So. Oh dear. This, never mind. So, this is where we are currently. Okay, so we've got those kind of same colours going on. What I do want to do is I think I just want to add a bit more interest on the colour side of things. So I'm going to get my napkins out. Please don't be alarmed. This is only scratching the surface of the napkins that I have. For craft, don't I have a beard for food. I don't need a napkin for food. No, I'm not. I'm joking. All right, please don't write in. Okay. So I just want to put an extra bit, just kind of at the bottom, and you'll see what I mean. So I kind of want to just add a bit more detail. I'm not sure that I like that. Let's see what else I've got. So yeah, I don't use napkins for food, not because of what I've just said, but because I don't have to. I have kitchen roll. It's much cheaper. But I have got everything under the sun. Well, I haven't got everything under the sun. There's plenty more napkins I could possibly get. Maybe that's got some of that same colour in it as that one has got. It's just picking up the details in colour that I'm looking for. Not anything special. There is one that I really like, this one, but I don't know whether that's really going to go. And I think that's also available in another colour, which I do have. I do have some of somewhere. Talk amongst yourselves while I have a rummage. I could play some music, but like I was singing to Worcester earlier, and like he was not impressed. He's such a critic. I was singing the Carpenters song, so sing a song. See, I sing in my own key. The key of me is what I was singing. The key that I sing in is Yale. So he thinks it's funny. That's the problem. He thinks it's funny. Nobody else does. Oh, you know, when you're under pressure to find something and you just can't find it, it escapes you. I don't know where it is. Oh, I don't really know. I had it here somewhere. Look, if I go over there to go and find it, I am telling you now, I am going to take something with me, because I'm wired in to me mic, and it could all go horribly wrong. But if I could see it, no, it's not to hand. Oh, next time I'll use it. So, although I kind of want to use it because I liked it, but never mind. No, not happy with that. Maybe some of this on it. You're glad you tuned in now. You're thinking, what on earth have I just tuned into? I don't know whether the green on it is too much. Right, okay, bear with me. I'm just going to take my mic off and I'm just going to go and have a look. Blimey, 22 minutes of me talking. I feel sorry for you. So I'm still here, by the way. I will throw my voice. I'm doing my teacher stuff now. I am throwing my voice. You might want to throw it away. It's entirely up to you. No, I'm trying to find it. No. What the heck is it? Oh no, that's not it. Gets excited. But it's not. Oh, pigeons. No. Oh, folks. I'm so upset. It was an H&M one, and it was really nice. It was like that yellow one that I was going to use, but it's not yellow. How helpful, isn't it? Glad you tuned in and asked. Although you maybe didn't ask. You maybe didn't tune in, to be fair. Might have to go for something else then. Uh-oh. We've had a napkin lunch, which is basically an avalanche. Oh, I found it. Oh, it's not even the same colour. You know when you think about something in your mind's eye, yeah? And it's different to what actually is reality. Let me put my mic back on, so excuse me. Sorry if I'm... just brushed it against my chin. I wasn't being attacked by a badger, you're fine. It was just my hairy chin. Okay, I've just had to hook the wire up, otherwise I end up slicing that off. Oh, I don't know. I quite like it. It's a good job I quite like it, isn't it? Because I've got it now. And you're thinking, just use the damn thing and get on with it. Get on with it! Yeah, I will. So I'm just going to take some of this. Okay, so what I was doing, you know when I was looking at the sellotape earlier, for those people that have never watched me before, most napkins are 3-ply. Okay, so what you do is you do that with your sellotape, and you can break the layers apart. Okay, so that's your first layer, and that's quite a boring layer. I keep it. It's good for either mopping up with or just knocking back a really bright magazine thing by putting a layer over the top. It's like a cheats version of gesso. And then this second layer, and I peel it off, it has a slight, on some of them it's more pronounced, but it has a slight imprint of the top layer. It's not an imprint, it's a bleed through really, so from the dyeing process, or the printing process. I don't think it's dyed. People hand dyeing napkins, I don't think that actually happens, Dave. Okay, so I just want to use a few elements of this. Now I really, this element I really like. I think it's a Chinese lantern. Well, that's certainly what I've always called them. They begin with a PH, I think. Yeah, Chinese gooseberry as well. One of them. Not sounds like phallic, but it's not. It's nothing to do with being phallic. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm better at the craft than I am at the talking. Although there are people who would question that. Oh, now you see I've done that, and I don't know whether I want it that way, or I might have it that way. See, you do these things, and then you just have to kind of have a play, and you decide where you're going to have it. Now I think I am going to have it that side. Yeah, right. So get my glue out again. So my Mod Podge. Now, if you were doing one of these things, people say, "Oh, you spent an hour making something like that." Well, I wouldn't spend an hour making something like this. The only reason I'm taking an hour to make something like this is because I'm talking you through the process. Normally, I talk to myself through the process, which is quicker because I kind of talk quite fast anyway. So, okay, so I'm just going to put that over there, and then again, just brushing over the top of it. Brushing outwards, not bushing outwards. Don't start me on that. I'm just going to get rid of some of that while it's still wet. Okay, and put the lid back on that. I have to put the lid back on glue every time because, trust me, I've worn more than I've used. So again, I'm just going to go over this just to dry it out. Again, I'd say you would... right, one thing you should never do... Well, I'm not your popper. I can't tell you what to do and what not to do. But I would always dry one layer before you do another layer, because what you end up doing is oversaturating, and then everything gets a bit paper mache-y. And it all starts to get a bit messy. And you're more likely to rip either layer that way. So again, just drying over the top of it. All you're kind of doing is you're kind of building a bit of interest to it, so it's not just one-dimensional. Just check that that's not quite dry. So be careful when you check it, when you're hand checking whether something's dry or not, because what you don't want to do is rub your hand over it and completely mush it. Mush, I say mush. Okay, so remember, you've just heated it with a heat gun. It's going to be hot. Okay, so now my trusty... I know that these are makeup brushes, but I'll tell you something now. They're really good for putting this stuff on. And all I'm going to do is, because it's quite white and the background is quite like mellow, I'm going to do this, and then this should hopefully blend in a bit more, which it does now. Yeah, so this is how we're looking at the moment. Yeah, got that? Cool. Yeah, let's turn that back. Back to camera one. Over to camera one. I could do my my news thing, couldn't I? I could go. And over to Karen with the weather. So, yeah, I'm pleasing myself and I'm entertaining myself, so I don't really care what you think. So, there we go. I've put that on there. I'm quite happy with that now. I like the way that it looks. I will just file off that edge, just to keep it the same. Yeah. Okay. And I'm just going to also put back in some of that, maybe not the brush. The brush gives a much lighter finish. So just going to go over with the dauber. And those sweeps of glue, that's good, that's fine. I like that. I like the kind of grungy look of it. And again, just kind of going over it all. Be careful when you're doing that because you end up putting your fingers in the bit that you've just done. Okay, so that's where we are. I might just give it a dry. You know what I'm like. I like drying. It's because it's kind of replacement of. Oh, I don't know what's going on. My camera just stalled for a few minutes. It's kind of a replacement for not having a hairdryer. So, although I do use a hairdryer, I use it on my moustache. So, there we go. So anyway, and what I'm going to do now is I am going to get a figure to put on here. So again, I am going to have to move people. I'm going to lean. Right, okay, so leaning in this craft room, if you saw it, you'd think, nope, not a good idea, Dave. But, ooh, nearly garroted myself. The sound effects are optional, and maybe you choose not to use them. So, that's one book. I need that, and I'm also going to grab that book as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to put on a bit of interest just in the foreground, nothing too spectacular. Nope, not them. Maybe this couple. Quite like them. I like that group too. Yep, nope. So just finding something. It's kind of just how you feel at the time. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Do I like them better than them? Yeah, I quite like them better than them, I think. So that's my people file. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up some of that colour with maybe a couple of stamps in the background. So if anybody wants to send me stamps, please do. Don't have enough. Well, I have more than enough. This is not my stamp collection, this is my craft collection. So this is literally just for crafting with. I'm not a stamp collector. Not like that. But I want something else. I want something to make that one stand out a bit more. So if you're a stamp collector, you're probably going, no, don't do it, Dave, don't do it. But you know what? I'm doing it. He's doing it. He's really doing it. So, sometimes like a nice bit of flora and fauna. So, maybe that collection, that grouping is quite nice. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that. I always wanted to work in a post office just so I could get stamps out and do that thing that they used to do, except for nothing fell off when that happened. But their room wasn't like basically precariously balanced like mine is. So these have all just got like pop out bits around them. I think there's one in the middle there as well. There is indeed. Okay, so and then of course this is going to be too new looking for me, so I'm going to have to edge those. It really makes a difference if you just take that white edge off especially when you're putting it onto something that you've just darkened. It really, it makes the photo more kind of meld into it and look like it was supposed to be there than just, you know, looks like it's just dumped something on top of it. So like they're being attacked by some kind of like ferret. So there we go. I think the little things that please me. It's a really good job, isn't it? So, and I'm just lightly brushing over the top of them just to take that brightness out of them. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that grouping, and I like those just kind of hanging out. So this time I'm going to use, this is the glue in here is 3-in-1, Beacon 3-in-1. It's like Fabri-Tac and Fabrifix, but it's cheaper. It certainly is in the UK. Available from Amazon, as are all good things. All good things come from Amazon. Not come to those that wait. Are from Amazon, basically. Just going to glue that grouping of stamps together so that I've got them together first. It makes it easier for me to position them. So, this is very sticky glue. I know that seems like a stupid thing to say, but some glue is not sticky. And this grabs quickly as well. So if I'm going to put them there, I think I'm going to have, shall I have them a bit further up? Yeah, I like that there, actually. Yep, and I'm going to have them there. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is give them a bit of shape. So, like a dip in the middle, because there's two people, and then each one has a bit of a shape. So it looks like their bodies are kind of like, you know, like you would do. You wouldn't be flat across if you and your friend were like close together, although we don't know what that's like anymore, do we? Because we're not allowed to get close to anybody anymore. Boo! Sorry. Sound like the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. So, anyway, a inane conversation is optional, but not when you tune into my channel. It's not. It's a inane conversation is mandatory, and my jokes are mandatory. Because you're a captive audience, you're either watching or you're not. So, I'm going to pop this onto here. Okay, that shaping just gives them a bit of shape. Yeah, so it just makes it less one-dimensional. Yeah, pop that on there. And it grabs really quickly. You know, you only have to hold it for a few seconds and it kind of grabs it. So I'm happy with that. And then what I do need is, where's my little thing? It's there. And I'm going to put, something profound. Gee. I'm not going to put profound because I can't spell that. The thing is, I have to spell out loud. G E T. Where's H? H G E T H E. Oh, E R. Spelling in my head, it's like adding up. Oh, don't get me to add up. Don't try and get me to multitask. Together. And I'm just going to cut that bit on there. And space again. A R E. I need a space now. S T R O. Where's N? Oh, there. Oh dear. G. Eh. Where's there? Eh? Ruh. They've moved the alphabet around. Well, they haven't. My brain's moved the alphabet around. Okay. Together we are stronger. Just something to say, basically, on it. I am a big fan of making sure that these kind of balance, so don't you click at me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like, please don't try this at home. If you're trying to get the back off these things, it's only because I'm used to using a scalpel, although some of you will be thinking, really? He's used to using a scalpel? You can't tell. Okay, see, look, nearly chopped my thumb off. I just find a scalpel is less dangerous. Well, for me, it's less dangerous. All I do is I like stick it in and then like I roll it and then I get the back off that way. But if you're not confident using a scalpel, don't, is my advice. Where do I want it? I might have it up here actually, together. Yeah. Together we. Oh, I could do with a we actually. It's probably too much information for you, but never mind. We are. Come on. There we go. And again, rip it off like that. Take it off. Be careful when you're taking it off. They are scalpels. Oh, didn't cut it down like I said I would. I just like the balance. So that's cut down. We are stronger. Okay. And I will, and then you move that other camera. What I might do is, if I do that, I can't put a 6 next to that because that looks wrong, Dave. Can't do that. I might put that on though. So this again is just a stamp. Dave, put it the right way up because otherwise it will end up being that that year that you were born, 1969. Oh no, that's not the ink you want to use. This is not the ink you are looking for. That's the geek in me coming out. I'm really sorry about that. It's escaped. I've sprung a leak. My geek has escaped. And I'm just going to put that on there. Just squidge it down. Just for a bit of background. And I think I will leave it there. So, there we go. So, it's taken me 40 minutes to make this. And I only did it to see if the camera gadget thing works. Let's put me pin back in the top of me glue, otherwise that'll all be dried up. Okay. So, I will show you on the close-up. There we go. That's the card we've made. That's just the back. So I've just basically aged the back. I've taken some of the colour off because I've been fondling it with my dirty fingers. Me dirty fingers. So, but you know, it's all part of the patina. Part of the patina. See, that's going to be my drag name. If I do drag, Rusty Patina is my drag name. So you heard it here first. So that's it, folks. So I just wanted to give this a try. So if you've been watching, great. If you haven't, I've been talking to myself for the last 43 minutes and 50 seconds. So anyway, this is Dash of Dave, aka Crafty Moose. My Facebook page is called Crafty Moose. My YouTube channel is Dash of Dave. It's dash_of_Dave. My Instagram is both Crafty Moose and Dash of Dave in the same light. You can tell my Crafty Moose logo is the one with the rainbow inclusive flag in the background, and my moose logo. And yeah, so catch me, follow me, like me, subscribe to me. Obviously, don't follow me like literally, because you know you don't want me to get a restraining order out on you, do you? So yeah, but thank you for watching if you have been, and thank you for not watching if you haven't been. So goodbye to those people that weren't watching, and and goodbye to those that were. So thanks very much. I'll catch you on the other side. Remember, as I always say, I love you without exception until you give me a reason not to. No, give me a reason not to. And I will leave you with my face. So yeah, you all have a lovely day, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is with you when you're watching this. And I will see you some other time. Spread the word of kindness, get crafty, encourage people to craft that don't currently craft. And I will see you very soon. Lots of kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. 3 kisses because you're cheeky and I like giving them. And a big hug. And a big hug. Big crafty hugs. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.